Hello everyone, I'm Pranav. I will be talking about NFT games, how NFT games work, what are the various monetization opportunities, and I will also talk about one of the most popular NFT games, that is Axie Infinity. NFT stands for non-fungible token. It means that it cannot be interchanged with anything exactly like it. A $1 note is same as the other $1 note, therefore a fungible item. On the other hand, if something is tokenized into an NFT, even if there are multiple copies of the similar items present, that one that has been tokenized has unique metadata not similar to any of the other copies, making it non-fungible. This mechanism creates scarcity and value. Now, how do NFT games really work? NFT games use blockchain technology to tokenize the various game assets to prove the ownership of that asset. The various items of value in a game, such as its characters, rules, player interactions, and other digital items, are converted into codes on the blockchain, which converts them into immutable assets that can be bought, sold, or traded. Each asset can be assigned an equivalent crypto value as well. NFT games require a structured environment to function properly. The developers come up with smart contracts that establish specific rules using the NFTs, like how the various tokens can be traded. The contracts are permanently stored on the blockchain. Each NFT games come with their own specific set of rules. Now, what are the really benefits of the NFT games? The principle of ownership of digital asset applies here. The players have total control over their digital assets. In traditional games, gamers may lose the assets they have bought or earned if there is any issue with the game servers. In the case of NFT games, players are in full control of their assets and can trade and handle their assets according to their will. Using blockchain, the ownership of the game assets can be proved. It's almost impossible to change the information on the digital ledger. As the transactions are distributed across an entire network, the network is uniquely secure. And it is also decentralized. Every player can use and see the data. There are major benefits of NFT games are they're easily transferable, the ownership can be proved, and they are owned by the player themselves. There is provable scarcity which creates value, and the data on the blockchain is immutable. Now, standard games versus the NFT games. What are the major differences? In a standard games, gamers spend countless hours to level up and to win. They trade assets to score and to win the game. But these assets are in reality are not owned by the gamers themselves. But NFT games have provided the ability for the gamers to own these assets to trade them, and even if the servers of the game go down, they still own the assets they had earned during the game. Now, sometimes in many cases, people lose their NFTs they have earned by playing these games, or even if they bought the NFTs. So there are some standard precautions that need to be followed while handling these NFTs. You may send the NFT to a scammer. The identity of the receiver should always be verified. Some of these situations can be avoided by having improved knowledge of NFTs, blockchain technology, and scams in general. Just like you wouldn't use PayPal or internet banking without understanding how to use it correctly, the same goes with NFTs. To make sure that you don't lose your NFTs, you should confirm that if you're sending the NFT to another wallet, you aren't falling for a scam. You must try to search for the common cryptocurrency scam that usually happen using Google. Understanding the type of tokens and blockchains your wallet or platform supports. ERC 721 and ERC 1155 are most common NFT token protocols for Ethereum. And BEP 721 and BEP 1155 are the most common for Binance Smart Chain. Always make sure you are sending them to correct address and never assume their compatibility. Only interact with smart contracts from reputable projects you can trust. If you permit a smart contract to interact with your wallet, Be aware of the risk that the contract could remove your funds. The last precaution you should take is check carefully the rules of the game you are playing. Some NFT games allow you to trade with other users or NFT consumables. These could be items or potions, for example. Familiarize yourself with the game to avoid any unwanted surprises, and you may, if the rules of the game are not clear, sometimes you may lose the NFTs that you have earned. Now we'll talk about the various monetization opportunities that are available in the case of NFT games. The first type of monetization that usually occurs is play to earn NFT games. Play to earn NFT games give users the chance to generate an income stream through playing. Typically, a player is rewarded with tokens and occasionally NFTs, earning more the longer they play. The tokens earned are often needed as part of the game's crafting process. The token method is usually the most stable of the two, as tokens can be earned steadily through play, while NFT drops are more chance based. Play to earn has been especially popular with the users in low income countries as an alternative or boost to fixed income or social security. Axie Infinity has become one of the most well known play to earn games. The game requires an initial investment to purchase 3 Axies, which you can receive a free scholarship from another player. Once you have a start a team and begin completing tasks and challenges, you earn Smooth Love Potion SLP and ERC20 token tradable on the various exchanges. Breeders use SLP to breed new Axies, creating an economy for the item. Axie Infinity became particularly popular in Philippines, where many users started to live off its play to earn model. Many players are making between around $200 to 1000 USD per month, and some even more than that depending on the market price and the time they invested in the game. Other type of monetization that can occur in this game is in-game NFTs. In-game NFTs offer another way for you to generate income through playing the NFT games. Rather than earning a fungible ERC20 token like SLP in Axie Infinity or skills in Crypto Blades, you earn NFTs that represent collectible items. This gameplay mechanism is traditional way of generating income with NFT games. Items will vary in their worth based on the cosmetics, rarity, or utility based in the game. CryptoKitty is one example of a game that relies only on the collectability of in-game NFTs. There is no way to keep playing and earn a steady income without the element of chance. Most newer NFT games offer a mixture of both play-to-earn methods and in-game NFT monetization policies. It's the gaming tokens that seem to have most potential for scaling up in value because of their functionality. Unlike, for instance, digital skins which serve a more cosmetic purpose, gaming tokens can be used to create or upgrade weapons or create new creatures with rare attributes and can be acquired by achieving quests or reaching certain levels within the game. Thus, they are more popular NFT in-game assets because of their many use cases. Even if you're not a gamer, you can still earn money through NFT games. So how the non-gamers can participate in this boom of NFT games? Some people who do not game are always in lookout for the opportunities to make money over the NFT items. Sometimes the developers release items even before they are available for playing in the game. Sometimes these items are released even before the games are available in the marketplace. So people keep a lookout for these items. They take a chance and speculate which items will be worth in the game. They buy these items, and after the games are released and these items are available for use in the game, they sell these items for the profit. Certain games also allow various sponsoring scholars opportunities. What you can do is you can sponsor a scholar, a person who likes to play games and is expert in playing these games, by providing them the crypto capital for the player to join the game. Typical arrangements that go with this contracts are 70-30-50-50 split between the investor and the player on the profit that that they earn while playing these games. Now we'll talk about What are some of the problems associated with NFT games? Some people argue that introducing the profit motive in everything will attract investors who just want to make money instead of the players who just want to have fun while playing these games. Risk of smart contracts and NFT maintenance is a prominent one currently prevailing in the NFT market. There are several scenarios where hackers attack a decentralized finance network and steal a large amount of crypto. Ownership of an NFT is another important topic to consider. When you are attempting to purchase an NFT from the market, you should find out whether the seller actually owns the NFT or not. There have been scenarios where people are posing as sellers while they only have replicas. Here you will only receive the right to use the NFT but not the intellectual property rights of the NFT. Another prominent issue with NFTs is their ecological impact. Blockchain tech generally uses energy to process transactions, which means that a simple NFT sale can affect the environment. That's caused many artists to eschew the technology altogether. Recently, the most renowned DeFi protocol named Poly Network was attacked by the hackers, and around 600 million was stolen in this NFT theft. The reason behind that theft was because the smart contract security wasn't adequate. So you must see that the protocol is secure and you're investing in the right games. If you go through the metadata of the smart contract, you will find the terms and conditions for the ownership of the NFTs. There should be a rule where the artist can only display NFTs that they own. It should not be possible to relate the NFT marketplaces with the traditional laws of property. There have to be new intellectual property rights brought into consideration, like the right to publicity, trademarks, copyrights, and moral rights for decentralized blockchain technologies. What are the various risks involved while playing these games? As with any other investment, there are also risks involved with NFT games. You can plunk in a lot of time and effort in a game to earn the tokens, only for the game to lose its hype and value over time. XG Infinity had so much noise at the start that had a lot of investors jumped in. However, the routers seem to have settled down quite a bit, especially the newer games they are coming in coming months. You can also make a mistake of transferring your crypto that doesn't support your NFT token standard. Be tricked by a scammer into sending them your NFTs, give wallet access to a malicious smart contract, or simply lose your NFT as part of the rules of the games. Just like any investment, watch out for the scammers, only trust the reputable gaming sites or the companies and learn the rules of the game so that you can keep your NFT secure and your investments secure. Now I'll be talking about one of the most popular NFT games, that is XZ Infinity. XZ Infinity is one of the most popular NFT based games. It was developed by Sky Mavis, a Vietnamese gaming studio. The game takes inspiration from the popular Nintendo franchise Pokemon. The game has its own ecosystem and features a variety of small monsters called X's. Players here can breed, race, trade, and battle with X's, using the X's with other players or teams. The gameplay loop here also shares similarities with the Pokemon franchise. Every X in this game is an NFT character, as are the in-game accessories and the products. Players can trade X's for real money on the game's marketplace and generate profit. XZ Infinity also has a virtual economy, and here players use two cryptocurrencies, SLP and AXS. Players also use these coins to purchase X's, buy land, farms, etc. What was really the appeal of XZ Infinity? Players here own XZ NFTs and can resell them or exchange them for rewards. However, entering the game requires a significant initial investment. Players can only start playing the game after you purchase 3 X's. Earlier, the prices of the basic X's were low, and anyone with 10 USD could register their profile and start playing. However, the game's popularity meant skyrocketing prices for entry level X's. Presently, users have to pay 200 to 300 USD for each XZ. Players can also purchase XZs on secondary marketplaces like Kraken and Binance. XZ quality increases in rarity, and rare XZs sell for significantly high prices. In 2020, a very rare XZ type sold for 300 Ethereum. At the time, the transaction was worth around 130,000 USD and was the most expensive XZ sold in the game. The high entry barrier deterred many people from playing as they do not have that much money to spend. The value of XZ changes and fluctuates like cryptocurrencies. Their values changes based on the factors like statistics, abilities, and the various parts of the XZ itself. Players who upgrade their XZs can equip them with several abilities, stand a better chance at winning battles and generating various rewards. But all of these appeal is also comes with the players who register in this game retain the total ownership of the NFTs they collect and they gain while playing the game. So they can trade these NFTs with the real money. Exits are seen as an investment and generate tangible rewards as you play the game. Why XZ Infinity became so popular? XZ Infinity saw sudden popularity surge in June 2021. Several players earned money through the game and it generated nearly 780 million US dollars in sales in 30 days. The thing that attracts people to the game is its earning potential. In July 2021, Axie Infinity generated more fees than Bitcoin or Ethereum in 7 days. The game is popular in developing countries. They use it to earn revenue after being displaced by COVID 19. Players from markets like Vietnam generate significant revenue every day from their exits. In fact, some play the game to pay for their household expenses. In this video, we have talked about what really NFTs are. NFTs basically stand for non-fungible tokens. How do NFT games work? NFT games work by using the blockchain technologies and using smart contracts to build a structured environment. We talked about the various benefits of the NFT games, how a person is the real owner of the digital assets, and how the data of the decentralized blockchain is accessible to each and everyone to see and use. We also talked about what are the various differences between standard games and NFT games. We need to have keep some precautions while playing these games and to keep our NFTs that we have earned to playing this game secure. We also talked about the various monetization opportunities in the NFT games. There are play to earn NFT games. Play to earn generally means people are paid according to the time they spend in the game while playing these games. Next, we also talked about the in-game NFTs. The in-game NFTs offer a way to generate the income through playing NFT games rather than earning a fungible ESG token like SQL X Infinity. Earn the NFTs that represent collectible items. We also talked about the various monetization opportunities for the people who don't even game. People can sponsor the players, even participate in buying the various items of the games through the marketplace of that game. We also talked about the various problems with the NFT games, what are their ecological impacts, ownership issues, the smart contract issues, and how they are also susceptible to a large amount of scammers and hack, huge hacks that have taken place recently on these platforms. We talked about the various investment risks involved in playing the NFT games. Then we talked about one of the most popular NFT games that is Axie Infinity. What was the appeal of the Axie Infinity? Why it became so popular? Thank you.